Hi, my name is John, and today I'm going to talk about the cup method using the Vivi app as an example. Let's start with talking about what Vivi is. Vivi is a viral video contest app. Think of a best burger eating video contest. And imagine that you have to upload your videos by Sunday, and by next Sunday, the video with the most views will win a monetary prize. Vivi makes money by finding sponsors for these contests. An example would be Wendy's sponsoring the best burger eating video contest. Now that we know what Vivi is, let's talk about the cup method. The first step of the cup method is setting your dimensions. And the first dimension you need to set is the current primary goal. Your eventual goal may be to have 100 million users and become a 10 billion, $20 billion company, but you can't get there overnight. You need to have atomic goals that lead up to it. So that's why we're calling this the current primary goal. It's your atomic goal that you're trying to get to. It's the next step that you're chasing. And that next step, which happens to be the first step for Vivi, is to have 10,000 unique viewers for one contest. Vivi believes that getting to 10,000 unique viewers is a step towards proving out the concept. Now let's talk about the unique value proposition, the second dimension in Cup. The unique value proposition is what makes you different. What makes Vivi different than a YouTube, a TikTok, or an Instagram? Well, what makes Vivi different is that it dials up the excitement to an 11 by using urgency, weekly contests, and tying those contests to monetary rewards. And the last dimension of the cup method is the pain points. And Vivi has two sets of pain points. Pain points for the creators, the fact that they're left to their own devices when it comes to promoting their videos, and popularity not always meaning that they're going to get meaningful revenues. And then pain point for viewers. And if you're a viewer, it's not easy to find good content, no matter how good the YouTube or TikTok algorithm gets, and that you have no emotional attachment to the videos that you're watching beyond their entertainment value. So now that we have our dimensions set, we can move on to the next step, listing and grouping our features and tasks. And let's start with platform support. Should we be building a native app for a single platform, or should we look at a hybrid app that works across Android, iOS, and the web? Then we can look at account management. Should we have Facebook account creation, email and password account creation, both? Here are some options and different features and tasks. Contest interactions, an individual contest screen, multiple contest support where you can have more than one contest simultaneously and a screen that lists all of them, contest sharing and promotion, a leaderboard for contests, as well as a previous contests archive, um, video creation and some features and tasks there, video interaction features and tasks, notifications features and tasks, and as well as operational features and tasks. Should we automate payments for contest winners? Should there be an admin interface to create and manage these contests? Well, this is good for an example. I mean, we could add individual tasks to each group, as well as add more groups to this. But for our example, this is a comprehensive enough list. Now that we've listed our features and tasks and grouped them, we could start scoring them. Let's take another look at our features and tasks. And from this list, we're going to focus on the contest interactions group. And in this group, we have individual contest screen, multiple contest support, contest sharing and promotion, contest leaderboard, and previous contests archive. Let's turn that into a table. And what we're going to do with this table is look at these features and tasks individually and assign them a current primary goal score out of 10, a unique value proposition score out of 10, and a pain point score out of 10 as well. And the cup score is going to be the sum of those three scores. Okay, let's start with the current primary goal score for individual contests. Let's remind ourselves of what the current primary goal is. Our current primary goal is to get to 10,000 unique viewers for one contest. Well, you're not going to get any viewers for any contest if there isn't an individual contest screen. So we'll give it a 10. Now we can move on to the unique value proposition. Let's remind ourselves of our unique value proposition. Our unique value proposition is that we generate excitement for creators and viewers by having these short-lived contests, so we have urgency, and there are monetary awards attached to it. Well, again, without the contest, you can't generate excitement around the contest, so we're going to give that a 10 as well. This one is pretty obvious, but you'll get my point better with the other tasks, just bear with me. And let's take a look at the pain points. And again, as a reminder, our pain points for creators are that, well, you left your own devices when it comes to promoting your content, and popularity does not always mean meaningful revenues are generated. Well, we address both of those by having a contest. If you win the contest, you win money, and we will be promoting the contest on your behalf. That's the reason why we exist. So it addresses both pain points for the creators. And as far as viewers go, well, the ranking system that comes with the contest, like the most popular video, the second most popular video, and so on, should address the problem of finding a needle in a haystack, finding the most entertaining, most popular videos. And since you have a horse in the race, like you want, like video number 3, you wanted to win the contest. Well, now you have more than just entertainment value. You have an emotional attachment formed with the video. So for pain points, we're also going to give it a 10. And when you add those up, the cup score becomes 30. Again, this was a very obvious example. The other features and tasks from this list are not as obvious. Now let's take a look at multiple contest sport. And again, our current primary goal is to get to 10,000 unique viewers with one contest. So what difference does it make whether we have 2 contests, 10 contests, or just a single contest? Well, if you have more than one, you might argue that like you increase the probability of getting to 10,000 unique viewers. So I'm not going to give this a 0 just because of that, but like it doesn't really matter that you have multiple contests here. Like your goal is to prove that you can get the 10,000 unique viewers with one contest, and if the first one really bombs, you can always try another contest the next week. So I'm going to give this a 2, and I think that may be generous. The lesson to take from here is don't agonize too much over the grades you're giving. Just the difference between a 0 or a 2 is not that much within the cup score. Now let's take a look at the unique value proposition. The unique value proposition again is creating excitement through urgency and monetary awards. Will you do that with one contest versus 10 contests? If you have more contests, obviously there could be more excitement, especially for viewers. And because of that, again, I'm not giving it a 0. I'm giving it a 3. I could have given it a 2. The point I'm trying to illustrate is you don't have to be very scientific with the way we're grading. Just grade quickly and move on. Now let's take a look at the pain points. Our pain points for the creators are that they're left to their own devices to promote, and popularity doesn't always mean meaningful revenues are generated. Well, none of them is addressed by having more than one contest. For viewers, finding great content is like finding a needle in a haystack, and you don't have an emotional attachment formed with the videos beyond their entertainment value. And again, having multiple contests doesn't really help with this. Again, I could have given this a 2 or a 3, but I'm giving it a 0 just to illustrate the fact that you don't have to be exactly scientific. As long as you're somewhat consistent, the cup method will take care of the rest. And the sum of these scores is a 5. Okay, now let's take a look at contest sharing and promotion. Our primary goal is to get to 10,000 unique viewers. Well, sharing and promoting contests will definitely help with that immensely, so I'll give it a 10. As far as the unique value proposition goes, well, the whole value proposition is built around excitement for creators and viewers. And the more you share contests, the more people that are on there, the more excitement there is for both parties. So we'll give it another 10. Let's take a look at the pain points for the creators. We have that you're left to your own devices when it comes to promoting your content, and popularity doesn't always mean meaningful revenues are generated. Well, it definitely addresses the first one, and it helps with the second one. The more popular the contest, the easier it'll become for Vivi to find sponsors for it. And for viewers, we have great content is like finding a needle in a haystack. Well, sharing a contest doesn't really help with that, or at least doesn't help directly with it. It might indirectly, like more people viewing it, might help unearth hidden gems in the videos there. And there is no emotional attachment formed with the videos beyond their entertainment value. Well, if you're sharing a contest, like you're creating more emotional attachment for yourself with the contest and the videos that you like in the contest. So I'm gonna give it a 7, not a 10, and that adds up to a 27. Moving on to contest leaderboards. Well, again, 10,000 unique viewers for contests. Well, having a leaderboard doesn't really help with that, but you can't not have a leaderboard. It's a contest after all, so it indirectly helps with it. I'll give it a 5. Again, the grading scheme does not have to be scientific here. It's obvious that this is not a 10, and it's obvious that this is not a 0, and that's good enough to give it a 5. You could have given a 6, you could have given it a 4, 7, 3. These are all defensible grades. Let's take a look at the unique value proposition. And the unique value proposition is again around excitement. Well, a contest leaderboard generates excitement. If you're a creator, oh, am I ranked 7th? So how many more views do I need to become 6th, 5th, 4th, 1st? That's excitement. And same for the viewers. Like if you like a video, you may want to know where it ranks and what it needs to actually win. So let's take a look at the pain points. Well, having a leaderboard indirectly helps creators with both of their pain points. And as far as finding great content is like finding a needle in a haystack for viewers, well, leaderboard really addresses that. And it also addresses the issue around forming emotional attachment to the videos that you like. So I'm going to give it a 7, not a 10. And that adds up to being a 22. Okay, now let's look at the last one, previous contests archive. We want to get 10,000 unique views for one contest. Well, the previous contest archive doesn't really help with that at all. As far as the unique value proposition goes, we want to make sure that we're generating excitement for the creators and viewers. Again, a previous content archive doesn't help with that. Like the contest has already expired, so there is no urgency there. The money has been given out, so there is no monetary reward attached to it. So I think we can give it a 0 easily. Let's take a look at the pain points. And a previous content archive doesn't help the creators at all. As far as viewers, well, definitely helps them find popular videos and provide some entertainment value. And on the strength of that, I'm going to give it a 4. I could have given it a much lower grade. But again, the point is that this doesn't have to be scientific. It's more directional. And a 4 fits well with the general direction we want to go with this. So the sum of these 3 grades is a 4. Now that we've finished grading, we can move on to deciding which features and tasks to include. Now, scoring was the hard part. Deciding what to include and what to exclude is usually easier. Let's start with the first one, individual contest screen. This is a no-brainer. We're definitely including that. The second one is also a no-brainer, only a cup score of 5, multiple contest support, but it's a great example that illustrates the power of the cup method. As a previous founder and a current product manager, without the cup method, I'm 100% sure I would have concluded that multiple contest support is something that we ought to have. But going through the cup method exercise helped me realize that multiple contest score does not help with the current primary goal. It doesn't really strengthen the unique value proposition, and it doesn't address pain points. Therefore, it should be excluded. This is a very powerful example of why the cup method works. Things that you think must be included, well, at this point in your journey, you may not need them. And multiple contest support is a great example of this. Moving on to contest sharing and promotion, that's a no-brainer. Contest leaderboard, it's also a no-brainer. And then the other one is previous contest archive. Well, again, I may have concluded that we should have a previous contents archive if not for the cup method. The cup method helped illustrate that it actually doesn't contribute to our current primary goal, and it doesn't help strengthening our UVP, and it addresses some pain points, but it doesn't score very highly there either. So our decisions are made. We're including the individual contest screen, excluding the multiple contest support, including contest sharing and promotion, including contest leaderboard, and excluding previous contests archive. So in conclusion, using the cup method, you can focus on what really matters and eliminate everything else. This means you can go to market faster and you can start learning faster. Don't expect to get everything right with your first try, but the goal is to get to market as soon as you can so you can start learning as soon as possible, which will allow you to iterate your way to success. And finally, the cup method will definitely mean less features, and this means less cognitive load for your user, which means it'll be easier for the user to understand what your product is all about, to be able to get familiar with your product, and to be able to recommend your product to other people. So that was the cup method in a nutshell, explained through an example. I hope you found this useful. Thank you.